this is Stampy, and welcome to another book diary update. Sorry, it's been... Lego? Sorry, it's been a little while since I did the last one. Alex has been like lying down quietly for ages, and then the second I go hello, she gets all excited and jumps up on me. So yeah, please ignore the excitable corgi. So it's been a while since the last one, so I thought it was overdue one. Sorry, the sound quality's not great. I'm just kind of using the camera mic just to to put this camera up quickly and just say something to you. So, update in terms of progress of where the book series is. I am getting right down to the very end of book number 3. I'm like 2.5 chapters from the end, which means I'll finish it within 1 or 2 weeks and be able to wrap that up. First draft of it. I then have to go back and do some more. And it's been great. I've made great progress. I wrote book number 3 much quicker than I wrote book number 1 and 2. And I think I've got in a good rhythm. Like, seen as writing is such a loose and creative thing, I've got into quite a Lego. I've got into quite a good format in terms of at least the process of the way I write it goes, in terms of I have my overall plan, just before I start writing the chapter I go through in way more detail for it and kind of plan exactly when the chapter's going to end, and then go through it and then do my read through straight away, then I do a read through reading it. And then I put it into some software to check for typos and stuff. So I've kind of got into a good rhythm for the different stages I go through until I finish a chapter. And when I was doing book number 1 and kind of halfway through book number 2, I kind of didn't know exactly how to do it. And I've got much better at finishing a chapter and just stopping for the day, or finishing a chapter, planning the next chapter, and then sleeping on it. And then usually when you go back in, you kind of write a little bit better. So. Yeah, in terms of progress, that's all been good. That's not really what I wanted to talk about today. One of the things I want to talk about is kind of a bit of a confliction I have in terms of the book. So one of the things that I've been very lucky with YouTube is that I've never had to consider too much who's watching it. I've never, normally say if they're making a TV show, people would sit down and they'd kind of plan, what is the audience for, what gender, what age are they going to be, what type of person is going to want to watch this, and then they make a show and try and kind of fit things into that formula, thereabouts. You can kind of deviate a little bit, but when I was doing videos, I just made videos that I just thought I'd enjoy watching. The only difference is when I knew that younger people started watching, I just cut out the bad language, but didn't really change, too much, really. I never ever sat down and thought aha, this is the type of person who's going to watch a Stampy video. But now I'm writing this book series. I realised that I've been kind of doing the same strategy and I've just been writing it. And I kind of had a general idea in terms of the reading ability age, who would be able to read this, just judging by kind of the average reading ages, which is different in different countries as well, which is something you've got to bear in mind. So I kind of had that in the back of my head, but I never really thought too much about the way the book would be presented and, how the book would appeal to those people. So what I mean by that, as I've mentioned before, it's going to be a illustrated book, and we've done a bunch of the illustrations already, and they're looking really good, and I was really happy with them. But the thing is the title of the book, which I'm not revealing yet, and the fact that it has illustrations and kind of the characters and the styles of those illustrations makes the book seem for a bit of a younger audience than the actual text itself. So I was kind of putting it closer to maybe 10, 11, 12 age group. I'd say just under Harry Potter. Especially the later Harry Potter books and how dark they get. It doesn't reach that level, but in terms of the way it's written, it's kind of similar to that sort of complexity. The vocabulary that's used in it is kind of, similar to Harry Potter. So I'd say kind of slightly under Harry Potter is what I was thinking. But I think that the title and the fact that it's illustrated, obviously it's not got a cover yet, but I think a lot of other things kind of suggest it would be for a much younger age group than the text is for. And so now I'm in a difficult situation because I don't want to change the writing too much. As it is, it would probably be too long for the audience it looks like it's appearing for, but then like, do I, change the illustration style and kind of make it a little bit less stylized, or change the title, which is something that I really don't want to do. So I'm kind of in this weird case where almost something's got to give unless we put it out as it is, and then it's just going to be probably a little bit confusing for people that want to read it. And it's probably something that I should have thought about a long time ago. But as I said, it's been something that I haven't had to really think about too much before. And the problem is it's been such like a passion project. Like, it's not been... Like, money has been the last thing to think of. Like, if I'd spent the whole time I've been spent trying to write these books just making Minecraft videos, that would have been a much more profitable thing for me to do. Like, the only reason I'm doing it is because I've always loved the idea of writing a story and, it becoming a real thing that people can read. Like, it's just something that I've really enjoyed doing. If I didn't enjoy doing it, I wouldn't have been able to keep it up for this long. Like, I've been writing for like over a year now, almost every single day. And so it has been such a passion project. Like, the idea of kind of watering it down or changing it so significantly just to make it appeal to a different audience or different readers is just something that like I just don't think I could do. Like, the idea of having a passion project and then at the last second changing it to kind of fit in with what the expectation is something that like I just don't think I could do it. And so I just don't really know what to do. I mean, leave suggestions in the comments down below, because the problem is with a YouTube video, if I upload a YouTube video and no one watches it, it doesn't affect anyone else. It doesn't matter. But with this book, obviously I want it to get published. There is an option to self-publish, but it's not a particularly appealing one. So, this publisher is going to have to make an investment in me and in that book, and, not just a book for books. So it kind of, it needs to sell a certain amount of copies, kind of to make it worth it for them as well. It's not just me I'm thinking about for this. And I want people to read it. I want people to take a chance in it. I want people that, who know me to take a chance in it, but I can kind of tell you about it and I can tweet about it. But I want people to hopefully just kind of see this as a book on a bookshelves, have no idea who I am, and just to hopefully read it and enjoy it. I mean, that's the goal. That's like the dream for like a best case scenario here. So, I guess it's kind of a bit of a negative thing. Just because I don't know what I'm going to end up doing it, but I thought I'd kind of just share this new development with you. But in terms of the writing front, really happy. I think my last few chapters I'm quite proud of, and I think that as each book goes on, both the drama and the emotions and even some of the fun stuff is just kind of keep wrapping up, keep getting to another level. So writing book 3 has been a really fun thing to do, and I'll probably check back in with you once I've made a bit of progress through the final book and kind of let you know how things are going there. But yeah, for now, hopefully you enjoyed this book diary. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye! Come on then. Come on then. You waited so patiently. You waited so patiently. Oh my god.